Yo, what's up, guys? ASMRblaze here, back with another video. This is gonna be a solo video again this time, because me and the guys we went out to Dorney Park, got wild. Um, but yeah, so um, just me tonight. It's kind of short notice. But today I will be doing a full schedule breakdown of each NFL team. It's going to be a doozy of a video. I'm going to try to make it fast, so it won't take 5 hours to get through this entire thing. If you can tell my voice is raspy, it's because I was at Dorney screaming my head off on the rides, and also there's like a thick layer of smoke or smog or whatever it's called, ash from the Canadian wildfires. So excuse my voice. Let's just get right into it. Okay, so let me pull up my tab. This website I'm using is called Next Playoff Predictors. If you can also tell, I'm in like the middle right now. I'm trying to show you on the right and left sides. You can see the schedule and like the records and division go up and down as I go along. But yeah, nextplayoffpredictors.com. Very good website. I actually enjoy doing this a lot. I'll just play with this for fun, honestly. But first matchup. All right. So Colts and Jaguars at home. Obviously, I want Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, they went to the playoffs last season. Colts are rebuilding right now. AR-15, not going to do well in the first couple of weeks. So I picked the Jaguars there. Browns, Bengals. I think Browns win at home. That Joe Burrow has historically struggled beating the Browns, period. But I think Deshaun Watson starts to put things together this season, and the Bengals just lose their first game. Ravens, Texans, Ravens, obviously. Broncos, Raiders, close game. I think Russell Wilson starts putting pieces together this season. I think we're going to see a good preseason from him. From the one game he'll probably play, but I think he'll put things together with his wide receivers. I think Broncos go up the first game right there off the Raiders. Chargers and Dolphins. Now the Dolphins got a lot better defensively, but I don't think Jalen Ramsey, even though he's really good with Xavier Howard on the other side, I don't think it would be enough to stop the Chargers offense this time. Get out of here. Picking updates. But yeah, so I think the Chargers take the first game at home. Jets and Bills. I think to start off the season, there's just too much hype around the Jets. If they lose a game, the first game is not going to go well for them. But I think the Jets actually keep it together at home this week, just because of that defense keeping them in games. They did it a lot against the Bills last season, and our offense just got better. So the Jets take the first game. Chiefs beat the Lions. This is going to be a close game, especially because Sam Darnold will most likely be the starting quarterback. But 49ers just have too many weapons. Derek Carr beats the Titans. Alvin Kamara if he plays, but I mean, there's just Chris Olave there. Got a good team around him and a good defense still. So I think the Saints, or with Mario Davis, so I think the Saints take it. Eagles obviously beat the Patriots. I think Commanders take that one. The Cardinals are going to be the pity franchise this year. I think the Falcons take this one just because of how good of an offense they built, and they secretly have a good defense this year. The Falcons kind of have sneakily built a good team this season. It's going to be definitely a fly under the radar team, but I think they're going to take the first one against the Panthers, especially with Bryce Young at QB. I mean, he's going to be good, but it's his first season. Vikings and Buccaneers. Vikings take that one. I think the Bears actually beat the Packers week 1 at Chicago, just because I think this Bears offense is hard to put things together. We kind of saw it towards the tail end of the last season. But I just think with the Packers trying to start a new quarterback, they have a bunch of rookie wide receivers. They're going to be somewhat good. They're going to be kind of competitive, like I would think the Lions last season. But I don't think they're going to be able to really start off hot this season. Seahawks beat that Rams team. And I think the Cowboys take week 1 over the Giants. The Giants are going to be good this season, relatively, compared to what they have been. But I think the Cowboys just take that. All right, so week 2, boom. All right. I think the Chiefs take that one, honestly. I just can't see. Like, the Jaguars are going to get good. I think they have momentum heading into the playoffs. They might be able to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs if it ends up that way. But the Chiefs, just starting off the season, they always start relatively choppy. But at the same time, it's Sunday. I think Patrick Mahomes is still going to have a great season. I don't think the Jaguars defense got that much better off of last season, and you saw just how many points this Chargers put up. Even though they made a comeback, the Chargers still put a lot of points on them in the playoffs. So I went with the Chiefs, just with a more powerful offense and kind of an okay defense. I think the Bengals win at home. I think a lot of the series is going to depend who's on home, who's away with this AFC North. They always seem to split series and do all that fun jazz. Except it seems like who can be the better team there. But I think they split the series there. Bills, Raiders. I think the Bills take that easily. Chargers take that easily against the Titans. CJ Stroud versus AR-15. I think just because the Colts have the better team slightly. So just because they have a slightly better team with Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman still, that defense is still relatively good with DeForest Buckner. I think the Colts take that one easily. Not easily, it's going to be a very battle, but I think they edge it out. Dolphins take that one against the Patriots. Mac Jones struggled last season. 2 great cornerbacks. I don't think they're going to fare well this season against that as well, especially week 2. Yeah, whoever's home, basically. I mean, I struggle saying the Steelers over the Monday Night Football, but at the same time, Kenny Pickett, I think, put some pieces together last season towards the end of it. It's going to be a lot of, what's his name? Pickens, George Pickens, the wide receiver, but I think he's a good wide receiver. The Browns don't have a go-to corner, but I think that they'll put, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just going to cut this out. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Parker. I appreciate you. All right. Cowboys at Jets. Or Jets at Cowboys. Again, I think the Cowboys take that. Just because in Dallas, Cowboys have always had a good team. They always do well in the regular season. The Jets are going to have a lot of good guys, a lot of good rushing attack. Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to pass a lot. I just think the Cowboys edge them out just slightly. It's not going to be a huge... It's going to be close. Probably like 35-38 in my opinion. But I think the Cowboys just edge them out because of that defense. Micah Parsons is a beast. Trayvon Diggs is a ball hawk but won't be able to cover too well. Sauce Gardner's going to lock down the one guy, but they have so many other options. Like CD won't get a catch on one play, but they'll have someone else to throw to. Moving on. Broncos win that one. Eagles, Vikings. It's going to be close, but Eagles. Bears easily. I always struggle with these types of games. Just because the Falcons are at home, we'll let them have that one. Lions beat Seahawks and Detroit. 49ers take over the Rams. Giants take over the... Yeah, and then Bryce Young versus Derek Carr. Derek Carr wins that one. All right. Week 3. All right. Moving right along. Browns easily. Jaguars easily. Ravens easily. Oof. Does Russ cook against... I have to give this to the Dolphins as well. This is not... Again, I'm not going to keep injury in mind in this just because with injury it's so complicated. If Tua is injured in this game, it's obviously going to go to the Broncos, but I'm not going to add injury into it because then this is going to throw my whole list into question and I won't be able to think through it. So we're not going to factor in an injury here. Dolphins win with Tua. Jets beat the Patriots. I think the Raiders take it over the Steelers. Bills. I don't know why I thought about that. This one's tricky. Chargers have a slightly better defense. Yeah, that's not even questions, those 2 games. Oof. Just because 49ers just have so many good weapons. Like, I can't stop them. I don't think the Giants are going to be the team to break the losing streak. Yeah, Lions. Oh, Saints are still undefeated. Will the Packers be able to break that? No, I think Derek Carr honestly takes that as well. Seattle easily. Yeah, all right. Baker Mayfield's not beating the Eagles. I'm sorry. Reset to this. There we go. All right. Week 4. Bills, Dolphins. Oof. Bills already lost one divisional game. Do the Dolphins take this one? Away? It was going to be at home during September. October 1st. It's going to be somewhat cold. I think cold weather game. Bills take that. Yeah, again, whoever's home, basically. I'm just going with that. Yeah, Steelers win. Bengals win. Chargers win. Chiefs win. I love the Jets. I don't think they're gonna beat the Chiefs. Like, come on, we're not that good. Maybe if we have momentum heading into the playoffs, we might, but not week 4. Jacksonville easily. I think the Colts beat the Rams. Surprisingly, and like since there's no home field advantage here, I think the Colts are gonna take it. AR-15 is gonna be exciting to watch play, so that might give them the edge over the Rams. Bears versus Broncos. This happened last season, didn't it? And the Bears won, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know. I can't remember it too well. Justin Fields over Russ. I think the Broncos have the better team. So I'm gonna take it's a coin flip. It's gonna be close, but I think the Broncos win. I do think the Broncos will start putting pieces together eventually and start winning a lot of games during the late parts of the season. But during the early parts of the season, again, like I said, it's gonna be a little bit of pieces here, pieces there until they start getting momentum. Cowboys, Lions, Vikings, Eagles, Saints at home easily. Saints are still undefeated at this point. We got a couple of undefeated teams: Chargers, Chiefs, 49ers, Eagles, Cowboys, Saints. It's going to be pretty interesting. Boom. And then at home, Seahawks have too many weapons. DK, Tyler, Smith, and Jigba, the rookie. I think the Seahawks would take that. I said the Giants were going to be good, but let's see what happens. All right. Week 5. Okay, now we have some teams on bye. It's going to make things interesting. We have to count that into factor. Bills, Jaguars in London. I think Jaguars take that. They're a team that destroys in London. I'm not going to say the Bills are bad. I'm just saying that the Jaguars honestly can always feast in London for some reason. It's like they're home away from home. But yeah, I think Jaguars take it. Colts take it. They're more exciting than the Titans. Titans are going to struggle heavily. I think Derrick Henry is going to see less success than he usually does. Ryan Tannehill. So, Steelers at home against the Ravens. I guess Steelers win that. If T.J. Watt stays healthy, he is good at stopping Lamar on the run. And I just don't think their pass attack is going to be too well. But again, I think it's whoever's at home. If the Ravens were at home in this situation, I think the Ravens would win. It's just splitting a lot of the series. Ravens are way a lot. Jets, Broncos. Jets win. They did it last season. They'll do it again this season. Jets just got better. Broncos kind of stayed the same. Except I think Russell Wilson will be better. Stupid updates. Yes, I understand. Thank you, Brave. Giants. Yeah, Dolphins win that. Falcons win that. Patriots. I think Patriots might win this. No, not a tie. I do not want a tie. No. Patriots win that game. Honestly, Bill Belichick somehow wins these weird games. So I think they'll break the Saints' defeated record, win 1. Bengals, Chiefs over the Vikings. Possible Super Bowl outcome in a weird world. But yeah, Chiefs win that game easily. Raiders versus Packers. Jimmy G wins that game. Makes his team go to 2-3. Puts the Packers down to 0-5. Yikes. Bears, Lions, Eagles. This is a toss-up game. Just because it's Sam Darnold and Steele, I don't know. Like, we're going to say it's going to take, Brock Purdy week 6, week 7 to come back. Sam Darnold's good, just not good enough to beat the undefeated Cowboys at this point. So I think Dak Prescott takes that game. They remain undefeated. Eagles and Cowboys still undefeated. So is Chargers and Chiefs. It's going to be interesting. Jets at the top of the division. We'll recap that week 8. We'll recap all that stuff. Yeah, Chiefs win that over the Broncos. I know. Actually, do the Chiefs win that? It's Thursday night. Thursday night football. Yeah, Chiefs have to win that. I mean, Patrick Mahomes does well in the lights. I don't have the statistics up for that, but I think Chiefs win that. I know I only bring that to the question because the Broncos and Chiefs, whenever they play, it's always close for some reason. Last season it happened. I think the Broncos beat the Chiefs last season. But Thursday Night Football, Patrick Mahomes. I love Patrick in prime time. Ravens beat the Titans easily. Yeah, easy. Jimmy G will throw this game because it's the Patriots. So yeah, they give it to the Patriots. Yeah, easy. Do I put an upset and let the Seahawks beat the Bengals here? Nah, the Seahawks defense is still not like Tariq Woolen's good. I don't think they get upgraded too much. I think the Bengals win that game. Honestly, I don't think that's gonna be an upset. It's still 3-2. They're doing pretty well. Browns off the bye. Oh wait, they have the bye. Nah, no, it doesn't matter. Browns off the bye against the 49ers. Does Deshaun Watson beat? It's not Brock Purdy yet. Does he beat Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle in that defense? It's more like, does Nick Chubb do that? Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, not much in the corner field that I can remember. There's probably a defensive back that I'm not thinking of right now. And it's Myles Garrett. No, well, at home though, the dog pound is loud. Delit will. I'll give this one. You Delit, this is for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't give that one to the Texans. Yeah. Is there an upset here? It's at Buffalo. Chargers. The 4-0 Chargers take on the 5-0 Cowboys. Oh boy. I think the Cowboys take it just because the Chargers choke. It's gonna be very close though. Falcons, Lions, Bears in Chicago. Do the Bears beat the Vikings in Chicago? No, Jay Jettis takes that game over. Rams are, oh my gosh, Rams. I'm gonna give that one to the Rams. D Hop's leaving. Kyler Murray's not gonna do too great without him. Week 7. Interesting. Bills at New England. Yeah, I think Bills take that at New England. Come on, let's be honest. New England's gonna suck this season, I hope. Yeah, Browns. Chiefs, Chargers. Sunday at home in Arrowhead. I feel like the Chargers win that game just because. Why not? You can't have the Chiefs be undefeated too long. Yeah, why not? We'll give that one to the Chargers. You're welcome, Chargers. Yeah. Wait, jeez, that's gonna be a tough game. But yeah, no, Ravens win that. This is tricky. You know what? I like the Bears. Let's give this one to the Bears. Steelers off the bye. Broncos somehow win this game. Not somehow, they just win. Eagles win this game easily. It won't be easily, but it will be. It's like not really need to question why the Eagles win that. Oh boy, Falcons, Giants, Seahawks. Does Brock Purdy come back this game? If Brock Purdy comes back, I think he wins. But I don't think he's going to come back. I think they're going to rest him, let him sit. They're in a good spot right now with Sammy. But I think they do lose this game. Okay. I'm trying to keep momentum into a factor, too. That's why I keep looking at the records. Week 8, Chiefs are at the top of their division. Chargers, you can see all of it right here. I'm not going to explain any of it to you. But, yeah, we have no teams on bye at this point. Week 8. Oh, boy. I think the Chargers win this game. Dolphins win this game. Chiefs win this game. Um, Jaguars are 7-1 right now. Jeez. Bills. Stroud, Bryce Young off the bye. Jets win this one. Colt AR-15 versus Derek Carr. The Saints are 5-2 at this point with Derek Carr. The Colts are 3-4. Saints gonna take that. Falcons take that. Weak division. Tennessee sucks. Seahawks take this one. Ravens take this one. Bengals take this one coming off the bye. They'll be rested. Good wide receivers. It's going to beat down that 49ers secondary that I can't think of anyone good besides the safety. Chargers. Lions. Eagles. Yeah, Vikings. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Still undefeated. You still have 2 undefeated teams going through week 9. Steelers win this game. Actually, no. The Titans win their first game. Yeah, that makes sense to me. In Germany, Kansas City or Miami? I don't know why. The Chiefs always seem to lose the weird games. So, I'm going to give the Dolphins that one. The Bengals, I just think based off of last season, we saw the Bengals kind of start putting it together against the Bills before the DeMar Hamlin thing. But yeah, I think Bengals take it. Jets, Chargers in New Jersey. I got to give this one to the Jets, just because I think momentum's going to start to kick in. I think Aaron Rodgers would start giving that team that boost that it lacked last season. If we have a healthy O-line, a healthy rushing attack, healthy wide receivers, we're going to put it together, and we're going to beat the Chargers. Maybe just this week, but depending on the situation. Patriots win this game. Browns win this game. Ravens battle the Birds. Ravens win that. Does C.J. Stroud beat Baker Mayfield in this crap fest of a game? The 0-7 Texans versus the 0-7 Buccaneers. No, Buccaneers have too many. I'm still got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Still got a relatively okay team. It's just Baker Mayfield's the quarterback, and if not him, what? Jared Stidham? I don't know. Who's the backup? Okay, Google. Who is the Buccaneers' backup quarterback?
Blaine Gabbert. On the website ESPN.com, they say the Bucs have one quarterback
Okay, thank you.
under contract
Okay,
in
Google.
2023, Kyle Trask.
Okay.
Trask was the third-string
Okay, Google.
quarterback in 2022 and active for only one
whatever.
game.
Thank you.
No worries. I'm here to help.
Okay. Yeah, Buccaneers. Yeah. 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 I'm just gonna say yeah. 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 Let's be honest here. Yeah. Cowboys finally lose their first game though. Only one undefeated team, the Eagles. Ravens win, Bengals win. Patriots win. Jets win. Come on. The Raiders, really Jimmy G. No. Bills win. Because the Jets can't have anything nice. Jaguar. I think they get this one of the 49ers. Just because Brock Purdy back, they'll start to have momentum, they'll start being put together. Jaguars it's going to be a close one, probably 24-21. But I think the Jaguars defense is just going to start not slipping up, but just not be able to hold grounds with that attack. Buccaneers win that game. It's really a coin flip. I'm going to give this one to the Steelers. I feel like the Packers in the best situation might have like the Jordan Love might have great chemistry with Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs and all that stuff, and it might be the next Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb combo. Um, but then again, come on, how realistic is that gonna be? Like maybe next season, but like this one season, Jordan Love's first season, he's gonna have to be great. But I just don't think in Pittsburgh, I don't think that's gonna work out for them too well. Um, Off the bye, let's give it to the Lions. They have a great team. They scrappy. I think that's where the Chargers start to lack. They have a good like on paper team, but when it comes down to being scrappy, they start to just fall apart in those types of games. It's going to be a hard hitting type of game, but it really clean. I feel like you know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, you don't watch football. Bears beat the Panthers. Vikings beat the Saints. Falcons, Cowboys, Seahawks. All right. Ravens win at home. Scan one of these weird, like, they never win at home. Yeah. Dolphins win. Beat Jimmy G. Not just beat him, beat the brakes off of him just because of that defense, man. Browns win. Jaguars win. Aaron Rodgers used to playing in cold weather. Do the Jets take down the Bills? We almost did it twice last season, right? Yeah. You know what? Screw it. I'm a Jets fan. Let's have some fun. I think the Cardinals get their first win. Why not? Give it to them. Texans are going to be worse than the Cardinals, but barely. Yeah. At home, I think the Broncos take that one, pull it out somehow. Super Bowl. I think Super Bowl revenge off bye. Both teams coming off bye. I think Super Bowl revenge. I think the Eagles are going to come out but full force this season, trying to just destroy everybody, just to prove that they are not a one and done team. We'll see if that momentum continues to play off them, but I think it will be like a close fought battle. Just the script flipped for this game, with the Eagles winning with a field goal last second. It would be hilarious if it was off pass interference too. Watch it happen. Lions win at home. Cowboys destroy the Panthers. Giants beat the Commanders. Don't really see much happening there. 49ers, Seahawks. Let's move on. Jeez, the Jaguars are putting up a good... Yeah, again, they're going to just destroy their division. That's why. But... I think the Jets lose their first game in the division. Dolphins team is going to be good this season. I'm not going to lie. Bengals, Jaguars, Broncos, or Browns. You're welcome, Dellet. Anytime I flip a coin, I go with my heart. You're welcome, Dellet. You better love me after this, dude. Kansas City, Chargers. At home in air, yeah. Ravens tend to struggle against really good defenses. Yeah, Giants are Patriot killers. Come on. Yeah, I can see that happening. No, not with Chris Cott. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that good offense somehow. This could go either way, honestly. C.J. Stroud, Ryan Tannehill. I think Derrick Henry puts together this game somehow. Maybe let's just give it to them since they're at home. Eagles, Bills. Oh, that's gonna be a crazy game. I know this game happened before. Oh no, this was a Super Bowl I wanted to happen last season. Crazy game in Philadelphia. Bills Mafia going to Philadelphia. Holy crap. But that Eagles team is just so good. Let's just give it to the Eagles. 11-0. Jeez. All right. Lions, Cowboys. I think, yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah. Wait, let's see. 4-0 in their division. I agree with this. right? Yeah, Geno Smith. That's the thing, Geno Smith. It's that defense that worries me. Against that CMC, George Kittle. Never mind, I'm switching my judgment. I'm second guessing myself. Why not? Um, yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Vikings at home. Um, Chargers. Right. Two technically like the two teams that this is gonna be like one of those technical mind playing games with Bill Belichick. I think Chargers win that one. Hmm. AR-15. I know he doesn't want to be called that, but come on. Really weak Texans. Well, you know what? I'm looking up here, looking at momentum. I'm just gonna give it to the Titans. Why not? Just kind of keep things in mind like that, like divisional records and all that stuff. Um, yeah. Um, oh, that's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a really good game. Monday Night Football. Joe Shiesty, Cold Joe Burrow takes that one out with that awesome, awesome wide receiver core, man. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. 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 Oh, jeez. 12-0 Eagles. My golly. Um, oh boy. Thursday Night Football. Yeah, for some reason. Um, yeah. 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 Oh, off the bye. Didn't they just come off bye? No, playoff chances in jeopardy. Chiefs well in the league in their division. Josh Allen knowing that I think Josh Allen takes this game just because of that doubt with the people who be doubt because of this in this situation. I think Josh Allen and the Bills and all that stuff, they put the team on their back knowing that they can't get kicked out of playoff contention. Chargers, Dolphins, uh, Ravens. Jimmy G at home, just because the Vikings again, one of those teams that weirdly wins the weird games and loses the weird. Yeah. Um, I'll. I think I already have the Falcons, the Buccaneers losing to the Falcons once, right? No, I don't know. I don't remember. But we'll give this one to the Bucks. Ugh, coming off the bye, does Justin Fields and that Jared's offense put it together? No, I think that. I think the talent is just too the team difference is too big there. Yeah, Derek Carr, Seattle. Right, right. Seattle has to take this game. Yeah. With this game happened last season though, the Buccaneers won, didn't they? I'm just gonna give it to Seattle. Why not? Um, Now in my mind, I feel like the Cowboys and Eagles split. That makes sense to me. In a perfect world, does it work out this way? I don't know, but I think they split. I think Week 14 drama. The Eagles lose a game. They don't start to fall apart, but they start to lose their footing. But yeah, that one is pretty easy. Okay, let's move on to next week. All right, Raiders against the Chargers. again, the Chargers weird these weird scrappy games lose these weird scrappy games with Josh Jacobs on that team. It's always gonna be a scrappy battle. But Thursday night, I think the Chargers take it. Steelers are the better team. They have to be, right? Yeah. Um, look at how easy. Like, look, I don't want to say look how easy this division is, but look at this difference. Yeah, I think the Dolphins take that one at home. Um, Titans versus the Titans win this one. Just to no, the Texans win that one. And again, this is just me trying to think of storylines and all this crap too at the same time. Jaguars and Ravens. Oh, potential playoff game right there. Do I give it to the Jags or do I give it to the Ravens? Lamar Jackson or Trevor Lawrence? J.K. Dobbins or Travis Etienne? Christian Kirk or Odell Beckham Jr.? That defense versus this defense. I think the defense puts it over the top. Yeah, that's gonna be a thought. I'm just gonna give that one to the Bears. Lions, Bengals. Another possible Super Bowl in a weird world. But yeah, again with that storyline with the Bills trying to combat the Jets and all that stuff. But they did just take out. You know what? Cowboys on that high after taking that undefeated Eagles out. This is weird. This is a weird one. Panthers at the bottom of their division versus the Falcons. The Falcons always choke, man. Falcons always choke. Yeah. You know what? This is a weird one. This one of those like that Jordan Love would win for some reason. I don't know why. Just would. Giants versus Saints. The Saints trying to keep their playoff lead ahead. Saints be sainting. Giants don't really have a chance to win their division. They just gotta try to beat every other team in the second place. But I don't think they do that. I think the Giants take that game again. Yeah. Come on. Off the bye, Commanders win. Eagles. Again, I think this is when they start to struggle. They start to lose their footing. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Yeah, let's do it. Again, it's whoever's at home. Bills. I guess it's gonna be a scrappy game that the Chargers are known for losing. And then Browns win that. Broncos. Bill Belichick always has it over freaking Russell Wilson. Chiefs won that. Jets win that. I don't know. This is going to be a weird one again. But I think somehow the Falcons and like the freaking Colts start putting. Like, I don't know why. And it's just in my mind makes sense. Seahawks. Jaguars. I think the Dolphins take that, honestly. Makes sense in my mind. Ravens, 49ers. Ravens feel like they just win for some reason. Just because the AFC is so stacked now. I don't really need to explain myself with that one. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense in my mind. Yeah. And the Eagles come back, win one against the Giants. All right, week 17, Browns, Jets, Thursday night football. Right now the Browns are 10-5, posting a lot better than what they should. But I think the Jets just need to win this game, and honestly, very more likely will. Again, Raiders, Jimmy G, AR-15. I think Jimmy G just wins this game out of pride. Ravens, Dolphins. Close. It's going to be close, but I think that Dolphins defense is just so good. Again, in a world where Tua was injured, and which most likely will happen, Ravens would destroy. But just in case, I don't think Mike White is going to beat the Ravens as much as I love Mike White. Bills win this game. Ooh. The Titans win. Who wins the tank off? Well, the Titans win because they can't really put much of a difference there. Chiefs, Bengals. It's been a coin flip with them. Bengals are 12-3. Chiefs are 11-4. That I think the offense just wins that one for the Bengals. Broncos, Chargers. It's going to be a good battle. I think Russ cooks that game. I don't know why. I just think he does. Jaguars. Seahawks Pittsburgh at Seahawks. There's been so many upsets in the away column so far. But I think that stops here. Just good old Seahawks win that game against the Steelers. Dallas, Detroit. Detroit's posted really good so far, but Dallas wins that. Come on, Saturday. Eagles easily. Giants take that one. Because again, I think Rams are tanking at this point. Redskins, 49ers win that one. This is a battle for the to the Saints. No. At this point, Buccaneers are just trying to go for tank at this. Not tank, but yeah. I don't think they're fighting for much at this point. Bears, Falcons. Falcons need to win. Bears need to win. Who has the better team? At home in Chicago. This is tough. Since they're the home team, I'll give it to them. Vikings win. Or do the Vikings lose? Does Kirk Cousins pull it off? Yeah, I think he just wins that one. Week 18, final week of the regular season. If you made it this far, we've been recording for 43 minutes. So we'll probably be at 42 minutes because I need to cut some of this out just a little bit. Jets, Jets, Patriots. No, Jets at Patriots. That's what I mean. Jets at New England. I hate New England. Revenge. Kill them. I am a Jets fan. Hear my roar. Boy. At Miami. Warm weather game. Playoff hopes on the line. Dolphins don't need, if they want number one seed, they need to win the game. Bengals are going to win this game. Ravens are going to win this game. So the Dolphins will need to win in order to keep that number one seed. Do they win? They already beat the Bills once. I think the Bills win. I think just because they do, they win. And then this one, who sucks more? At this point, the Texans will complete the tank, not with Lovie Smith, so they won't win a game. Titans, Jags. Jags win that even with resting on their starters. Just because the Titans suck. Chiefs need to win this in order, because if they lose the division and they're out of the playoffs. They win just because they win. Chargers barely don't make the playoffs. Broncos, Raiders. Russ wins just for the fact that he wins, I guess. On this side, playoff hopes not really on the line. Panthers just complete the tank. Yeah. Oh no, the Commanders always seem to screw. Yeah, you know what I'm like. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Eagles overtake the division again. Yeah, Eagles take the division. Detroit, Bears. Falcons are really resting their people at this point. They're not really playing for number one. Seahawks. 49ers. All right. Wild card. So the playoffs, if everything works the way I have it working, the playoffs are the wild card week being the Jets. Why does it have to work this way? The Jets are going to get bounced round one. After all that, a 12-5 season. Oh, this is cool. I didn't even know I could do this. That was cool. That even makes this. I love this app even more. I didn't even know I could do that. But after all of that, they really lose to the Chiefs. Just because it's the Chiefs. Yeah, I don't think we beat the Chiefs in the wild card. Like, I think we need momentum going into the playoffs. We'd have it. I just don't think we'd beat the Chiefs. Out of all honesty. Ravens, Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence get revenge. It's Trevor Lawrence's revenge game. Lamar Jackson got all that money, but just at this point, 13-4, 12-5. These are like coin tosses at this point. Oh, you know what? This is gonna be such a close game. I'm gonna do this. Okay, Google. Flip a coin. Heads is Ravens, tails is Jags. Got tails.
You got tails.
Got tails. I did it twice. So I said heads, Ravens, tails, Jags. Sorry, Wyatt. You heard the coin. At Miami. Sorry, Bills. If you didn't have to face, if it was like Bills, Jags, Bills win that. Bills, Ravens, Bills win that. Yeah, like they just got really unlucky. Cowboys, Saints. There's no way. I'm sorry. Seahawks, Vikings. Okay, Google. Flip a coin. I trust Google. Heads, tails.
It landed on tails.
Seahawks. Yeah. Dark horse, why not? Miami with 2-0 versus Trevor. Oh, I don't know why. But Jaguars pulling a Blake Bortles 2017, 2016? I don't remember. I just remember it happening. You know what? Yeah. I don't know why. I just think it does work that way. So, jeez, it's going to be interesting. And then, does Geno Smith do it? Does Jared Goff do it? Jared Goff being in the playoffs at this point, I think just kind of pulls it over. This is the interesting game. But I like this. I like this storyline. I like the Eagles getting the Dallas just to shut Dallas up a little bit. Bengals and Jags versus. Bengals versus Jags, and then the Eagles versus Lions. Is it weird? I want to give this one to the Jags just because. Nah, I can't do that. Bengals going all the way. Should I just mess with Eagles fans? Really? No, the storyline's too good at this point. I think that's what happens. So this is my prediction. Honestly, in my ideal, somehow in my mind, if the Jets beat the Chiefs, the Jets are going to beat the Bengals. And if the Jets beat the Bengals, let's say somehow the Jets become the 7th seed. The Jets beat the Dolphins, not in round 1. I think the only team we beat in round 1 is the Ravens. Sorry, Wyatt. Ravens or Jaguars. I know it's weird to say that we wouldn't lose. We'd lose to the Ravens. It's just something that works out in my mind. And then yeah, boom, 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 boom. This is how it works out. Well, if you made it to this end of the video, you know that I think the Eagles are going to win the season. This is how this division works out. We recap it. Bengals, the top of their division, become the first seed in the AFC. 14-3, 3-3 divisional record. I like how I split all these games just because I think every team basically does in the AFC North. Then the Ravens 12-5, Browns 10-7, just outside the playoffs at seed 9. Steelers 8-9, Dolphins 13-4, Jets 12-5, Bills 11-6. All three AFC East teams making the playoffs. And this is going to be so good. Again, it's going to be wild. The season's going to be wild. Jaguars, just destroy their division. Destroy it. Colts and Titans and Jacksons don't really have much of a chance. 6-11, 4-13, 1-16 respectively. Chiefs 12-15, Chargers 10-7, just outside the playoffs as well. At the 8th seed. Broncos 8-9, Raiders 5-12, Eagles 15-2, Cowboys 14-3. Just because the NFC is so weak, they win a lot of those games. Giants 7-10, Commanders 3-14, Lions 13-4, Vikings 10-7, Bears 10-7. It's that divisional that separates them. Packers 3-14, Seahawks 12-5, 49ers 10-7, Rams 2-15, Cardinals 1-16, Saints 11-6, Falcons 8-9, 6-11 for the Bucks, and then 2-15. And then the draft order, this is going to be next year's draft with the picks. It's not going to look like this, but according to my list, if the picks belong to the teams, this is where everything would line up. With the Texans getting the first overall pick, and then the Cardinals with the second again, Panthers with the third. Again, these three teams, they just got quarterbacks. Except for this one. This one didn't. But this team just got a quarterback. This team just got a quarterback. This team's going to draft a quarterback at this point. Packers, Jordan Love experiment. Either they'll stick with it, or they might just take a new quarterback depending on who falls to them. They need to draft a true weapon, though. I don't think Christian Watson's the answer. Commanders, then Titans, Raiders, Colts, Bucks, blah, 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 blah. But the Eagles win the Super Bowl. So, yeah, that was this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a really long video. I figured to give you guys a treat since you're not getting an ASMR clan video today. But, yeah, I'll see you next time. If you disagree with me, take it up with Wyatt.